was blown away when President Ampofo looked Ghanaians in the eyes during one of his Sunday fellow Ghanaians broadcasts on television, national television, and told us that there will be no haircut on investment. Only for the chief barber, Ofosu, to announce the following week with clippers, scissors, razors, blade in hand, that there will be haircuts. And that some haircuts will even be with broken bottles. That was what the height of deceit. And that was the height of deceit that any government, any president and government could ever have engaged in, which was made even more hurtful by the fact that it was the very survivor that they were playing their games, our very survivor that they are playing their games with. Distinguished invited guests, fellow Akatamansonians, coming closer home, our Congress today is also historic because it is first following the bold and heroic turnout of our party executive, foot soldiers across the country in the 2020 elections. The zeal and commitment with which you campaigned in the 2020 elections saw the great NDC almost winning majority of seats in Parliament. The manifestation of that stellar performance of our party executives gathered here is a huge hang parliament, that we have, the first in the history of our country. Let nobody steal that hard work and achievement from you with any convoluted narration of related and inevitable events. Your tenacity on the campaign trail in 2020 enabled our indefatigable MPs to find a strong voice for the marginalized masses of our country whose interests we represent. I am proud of your exploits in the 2020 campaign. Even as my teacher said, there is room for improvement. I am delighted that as party chairman, I was the conductor of the orchestra with you as the choir that almost snatched Parliament from the president. That was historic. In 2024, we will snatch not only Parliament, but also the presidency from the NDC government, inshallah. Fellow party members, this Congress is also historic by all standards. For the first time in the history of this country and the history of our great party, we have a general secretary challenging his boss, the party chairman for the position. We have witnessed the fiercest contest ever for the general secretary position of the party. The contest for national women organizers was ferocious, and that of the national youth organizer was brazenly hot. The embers of that are yet to cool down. The internal contest points to how democracy is beautiful within the NDC. It shows that our internal processes are working. I want our detractors to know that our party still remains strong and will come out of today's elections even stronger. The chairmanship contest between the party chairman and the general secretary will not destroy the NDC. We are all too strong and too intelligent for that. Let those false political prophets from the opposing side who are predicting Armageddon after today's election be clear in their mind that today will rather mark a renaissance of the great Akatamansonians. Today will mark the beginning of our march towards rescuing Ghana from the wickedness, ineptitude, and catastrophic MPP government. This brings me to the last significance of today's Congress that I will want to talk about. There are many more, though Ghanaians are today looking for an alternative to the catastrophic government that we have. They are looking for political leaders who will place their concerns, anxiety, hope, and pain at the center of government decision. They are looking for leaders who will not direct access and opportunities to their children, brothers, cousins, mamas, and clansmen and damn all others. Indeed, Ghanaians are looking for a president who listens to them, a president who has no fear of reshuffling a probably catastrophic group of ministers, a president who will not refuse to sack a disastrous finance minister, even when his own party says so. The only reason why Ken Oforiatta is still finance minister is that he is the president's cousin, and he financed the president's campaign to be president. Not because he has. This is out there for all of us to see. Even when his cousin is leading Ghana into untold hardship with his hopeless lack of capacity and capability, he still keeps him at post, and we are still all damned. Ghanaians are looking for leaders who can trust, leaders who can walk the talk, leaders with a heart, who put the country first and all others second. The NDC must seize this opportunity and restore trust in the conduct of national politics. That is the time we are in today. Fellow Akatamansonians, through our actions and decisions, we must signal that the NDC is a party of choice for Ghanaians. The outcome of this Congress should assure our teaming supporters and the army of voters who are disappointed in the MPP government that with the NDC in the driving seat, Ghanaians can look up to the future with a lot more hope and optimism. Let us leave here with a clear message to Ghanaians that the NDC, is very responsive to the cry of the people. Why is that? Let us not forget the African proverb which says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Party unity in all this is non-negotiable. And that bears our team for this Congress, Uniting for Victory 2024. We need to be united even in the diversity in which we find ourselves. Of course, during elections like the one we will have today, one cannot expect homogeneity. Given the fact that the NDC is a massive party, we cannot all think alike and support the same person. That is just impossible. However, our differences and preferences should end in the declaration of the winners today. The battle we have is a political battle. As a political battle, it's not an internal battle. Those we are in real combat with are the MPP. That is our must-win battle. We shoot ourselves in the foot if we allow our internal elections to take a better part of us and forget that the target is not us. In the current situation which the country finds itself, we will be letting all Ghanaians down if we allow our internal sparks to go beyond today and affect our agenda for 2024 election. I believe I can count on you all to quickly regroup after today, irrespective of how the elections go for you. This is also because, as we have it, our African proverb says, a snake that you can see does not bite. We can see ourselves as NDC members, so we cannot and must not bite one another. I guess what the proverb forgot to add is that a mosquito that you can see can also not bite. Fellow party members, where there is love, there is no darkness. So our elder says, and how true a statement it is, we should focus on our collective good by extension of the good of Ghana. Party politics is relational, and so we should build and strengthen our internal rapprochement. We are made to handle under the great umbrella, for where we will extend succor and solace to Ghanaians everywhere, shielding them from the vagaries of the different types of weather, both current and emerging. and telling every Ghanaian that we are all one, whether you are from Kumasi, Chebi, Keta, or Wale Wale. The conclusion, my task here is a simple one. It is in line with what our forefathers say. If a man does not long a journey, no one says welcome home. He feels like he has no. Fellow delegates, we remain confident that those who are yet to arrive will also arrive safely. Thanks to the Almighty God, all our delegates, I'm told, have arrived safely. May you be blessed at the end of the Congress. May you also be blessed to others. Today is just like any other day. We will never happen again. Do not waste it. Our requests, sometimes tries and struggles, are exactly what a group like. I wish to thank all of you for your contribution in diverse ways in making the NDC a very strong party, and we came to meet it after we took office in 2028. Once again, I have the singular honor and privilege to declare the 10th Congress of the National Democratic Congress being held in the Accra Sports Stadium here duly open. Thank you, and God bless us all.